I need like a unique intro, but I don't have one. Hey y'all. This is the second time I'm recording this video. The first time the lighting was weird. I was talking too soft and I just kept mumbling. So we're gonna try again. So just a little backstory on how my record collection got started. I bought a record before I ever had a record player because I always tell myself when some of my favorite artists drop something, I'm gonna buy it on a format other than digital. So usually I just buy CDs because usually everyone has CDs. But this record wasn't available on CD, so I just bought the vinyl and it came in and I just loved it. Like, it was the first time I ever held my own vinyl in my hand, and I just love the idea of having a work of art, of music, like physically in your hands other than just in your phone. I showed my dad and he was like, how are you gonna have a record with no record player? And I was just like, I don't know, like, I just have it. It's not like I listen to CDs all the time, but I just have it because I wanted it. And so that was like a few weeks before Christmas, and then Christmas Day I opened up my presents and I had a record player. And I have the Audio, what it's called, the Audio-Technica LP60 or something like that. It's not a Crosley, thank God. My dad has taste and didn't get me a Crosley, but I actually really love it, and it's super like clean, crisp looking, audio belt drive, so I really like it. So the record that I was talking about that wasn't available in CD format is Iridescence by Brockhampton. So this is Brockhampton's 4th studio album because their mixtape, All American Trash, is a mixtape. So this is the 4th one. I have Saturation 1, 2, and 3 on CD because I bought their box set. So this is what the cover looks like. The inside, all of it is like the thermal thing, the back. And then the back has the tracks on it. It's double LP, 4 sides. The LP is transparent, super clear, so you can see right through it. Love it. It looks really, really cool spinning. And then it comes with a little poster with the back of Merlin's head. And then we have a thermal poster of all of them. And then on the inside of this opens up and it's just like the songs, who was on it, who produced it, information about the songs basically. I'm gonna go in chronological order from when I received the records just because I don't have that many yet and I can still remember what order I got them in, and they all come with like a little story, I guess. So my favorite songs off of this record are New Orleans, Berlin, Wait, District, Jovert, Tanya, and Fabric. So like half the album are my favorite songs. But yeah, this is a super good album. At first, I have a reaction to this album actually on my channel. At first I was kind of iffy about it because, you know, Brockhampton are experimental rap group, but after closer listen and I went and saw them live when they performed this album, so I actually really enjoy it. The second album I ever got, well actually the second, third, fourth album I ever got were actually presents for Christmas. So along with my record player, my dad bought me 3 vinyl. The first one he got me was the Experience Hendrix. This is the best of Jimi Hendrix. So it just has all of his most popular songs. It's a gatefold. It opens up and it has like little backstories to each of the songs on it with pictures. This is what the back looks like. Yeah. This is just a regular black LP. I actually think this was bought secondhand because when I got it, it was in like you can just tell it had been wrapped again, and also the records are like a little warped on my thing, but I mean it's fine. It still plays great, and yeah, it's a good album. My favorites on this are All Along the Watchtower, Voodoo Child, and Foxy Lady, and If 9 Was 6. And then the next album my dad got me was The Prince album that was just released recently, it's called Piano and Microphone in 1983. So that's when they were recorded. That's when this was recorded. It was actually recorded in Prince's home, in his home studio. So these are like never before heard versions of popular songs that he has. So it's just him playing the piano in his home studio. And it sounds super, super good on vinyl. Like, it sounds like he's in the room with you playing. It's so good. I love playing this. So side A is just a medley of songs. So the medley is 17 Days, Purple Rain, A Case of You, Marry You, Don't You Weep, Strange Relationship, International Lover, and Wednesday. And then side B is him playing the piano, singing Cold Coffee and Cocaine and Why the Butterflies. It's just so good. Oh goodness, I love this one. I love playing this one. It's just pressed on regular black vinyl, and it came with a second sleeve with a picture of him on it. And it's not a gatefold, it's just a single LP. Yeah, love this one. And then the final album my dad got me for Christmas is Black Sabbath, Paranoid. I love this album. Side one of this is War Pigs, Paranoid, Planet Caravan, and Iron Man. I've played that like 40 times, like just that side. It's so good. Those are my favorite songs on this. Yeah, so it's a gatefold. It has a picture of the band in there. Yeah. And then it's just pressed on black, standard black, and it came with a second sleeve. And it's cool. It's like a written story, but you can see their faces. So it's like a written summary of how the album came to be and all the changes that were made in it and all the adversity they faced because of it. So yeah, it was really good to read. I read it the first time I ever played the album while I was playing, but yeah, this is one of my favorites. Okay, so the next albums are the albums that I bought myself after I had a record player, and this is what like kick-started my vinyl collection. So if you know me, you know my favorite artists are Brockhampton and also the 1975. So the next album I decided to buy myself were all of the 1975's albums. So if you've seen a vinyl collection video, you've seen this record. This is the 1975 by the 1975. It's their debut self-titled. This is what it looks like. It's double LP, and it's transparent. This is what the sleeves look like. It has the lyrics on them as well. My favorite songs on this are Money, Settle Down, and Is There Somebody Who Can Watch You? Then of course I have the 1975's second album, I Like It When You Sleep, For You Is So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. This album is what really got me into 1975 and what got me to consider them one of my favorite bands. This is probably my favorite record ever. I just love pop music, and this is like, it reminds me so much of 80s pop. It's ridiculous, and the mix of genres on this and just the way it flows, it's just an all-around beautiful record. It's double LP. It's also transparent, but it's kind of a cloudy transparent. It's not as clear as the other two. The sleeves look like this. It has the lyrics of the songs on them. My favorite songs on this record would be She's American, If I Believe You, This Must Be My Dream, Paris, Lost My Head. Just so many great songs on this. If you haven't listened to this record, or you don't know of the 1975, which that's like you probably do, but you should listen to this record. It's really, really good. The next record I got that I paid entirely too much money for is the 1975's third studio album, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. I spent so much money on this record because of the pressing. It's limited edition. I think there was 5,000 presses of it, but it's yellow. And I just thought it was so pretty when I saw it. And so I got it. I spent too much money on it. But I was like, if I'm gonna overspend money on anyone, it would be the 1975. So I'm not mad about it. This is what the sleeve looks like. It's Music for Cars, really small. Double LP. Both of them are yellow. It comes with a little booklet. Brief requirements all my relationships, and then the booklet has the lyrics on the inside. It's a gatefold. This is what the inside looks like. Has all the songs right there, and then like who wrote the songs, who produced it, and all that right here. My favorite songs off of this record would be Petrichor, Sincerity is Scary, I Can Be More in Love. Depending on how I'm feeling, Two Time, I Like America, and America Likes Me. This is a pretty good album. At first I was kind of skeptical of it, but it's good. There's a good mix in it. Okay, and then so the next album I bought myself was my third favorite band who I had to have, Muna. So Muna is a three-piece band whom I love so much. There's not really words that can express how I feel about this album. It's just so good. And the thing about Muna is they're so underrated, but these are some talented humans. So yeah, this is Muna's About You. It's a gatefold double LP. On the inside it has the lyrics to all of the songs. And on the back it has the songs and what disc they're on. The record is super pretty. It's pink. It's like a light baby pink. Love her color. But yeah, if you like pop music with meaning and like band pop music or dark pop or synth pop, if you like 1975, I recommend this album. This album is so good. Okay, and then next is the only 7-inch that I own. This is Sunflower Bean, and this has I Was a Fool and Crisis Fest on it. I got this because the song on here called I Was a Fool. I'm not like a huge fan of Sunflower Bean, but that song resonates with me so much, and it was one of my top songs of 2018. So it got this. It was a couple bucks, and yeah, I really enjoy it. See, I guess I'll take it out. Oh, this is the only 7-inch I have. Little bitty. Just side A and side B. 2 songs on it. Okay, so the next album that I bought myself, this is Tupac's All Eyes on Me, and this is the 2-disc edition. So I'm guessing it would be 2-disc if it was like a CD. So since it's a record, it's actually 4 LPs in here. So there's 2 on each side. So this thing is thick and heavy and hearty. There's like 25 songs on it. This is what the inside looks like. These are great pictures of him. And they're just standard black LPs. My favorite songs on here are Ambitions as a Writer, How Do You Want It, 2 of America's Most Wanted, Only God Can Judge Me, I Ain't Mad at You. Love this. And the final album I have so far is Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magik. I was planning on getting the Red Hot Chili Peppers like Greatest Hits album, but I was like album searching in some stores, and my friend came across this, and I was like, I want it, so I got this one instead. It's a double LP, but it's not a gatefold. It comes with a little poster. And then it has the lyrics on the inside of all the songs. My favorite songs on here would be The Power of Equality, Funky Monks, Give It Away, and Under the Bridge. It's a great album. So so happy I own this. Comment down below your favorite records or records you think I should check out. And yeah, thanks for watching.